Oh, Spencer, what is it with you in the FA Cup? It just wasn't a night again tonight, was it?
No, we didn't really learn the lesson from last year where we got a draw at Eastbourne, came here and didn't turn up. I thought first minute they could have scored. I thought then the next 15 minutes we played some good football. Really should have scored. I don't know why Bennett's trying to side-foot the ball across and he's one-on-one with the keeper. And then I thought the game deteriorated into sloppy 30 minutes. I don't think either side. I thought we were the better team really throughout as far as possession-wise. But we've conceded a soft goal where we've not picked the runner. And the second half we've thrown the kitchen sink at them, but without any quality. You know, there was just no quality there. You know, it's total dominance, but no quality. You know, people that should be playing a lot better today have really let us down. And it wasn't due to an effort. It was the fact that, you know, I believe a number of these players aren't good enough at this level, and they're showing it unfortunately a little too consistently. And you know, it's all well and good doing it once every 4 or 5 games like we did at Staines, and we take the plaudits there. But you've got to take the criticism today that we threw the kitchen sink at them. We had so many attackers on the pitch at the end, and attacking midfield players who are meant to be able to pass the ball, but they can't pass the ball, can't cross the ball, can't look after the ball up top, can't shoot. Bad choices. I mean, literally in the end we had 2 at the back, and I don't think we would have scored if we'd stayed all night. You know, we got into good positions and corners, and you know, delivery was terrible. And you just saw a very organised Brackley side, and we'll give them some credit. They once they scored, and the report told me that if they scored, they're incredibly well organised and they defended with their lives. But did we attack with our lives? And the answer is no, we didn't. We didn't have that absolute desire to make sure that we got on the end of a good cross and scored. You know, they made sure they got it away, and we're out of the FA Cup, and it's, you know, it's sort of the same old story with Farnborough. But that's really disappointing. But what's the bigger concern to me is that these players, are they good enough to keep us in the Conference South this year? You know, we're not going to harp on about the financial position. We're not interested. Are they good enough? And I think generally this season, character, yes, very good. No one's doubting that. Quality levels, I don't think so. And there's going to have to be some changes. And I'm not afraid. You know, I've sold Paul Rogers. It was a very good deal for the club. And I'm not afraid to make more changes, and I'll make them quickly, because let's face it, we've got to play Ebbsfleet Saturday, who are scoring goals for fun. You know, red hot favourites to win the league. They've got, I think, what, 23 professional players with them on their books, and we turn up like that, we'll get murdered. And that's no disrespect to Brackley, who came with the game plan and had that one moment. But you know, we didn't stick to the game plan, and I'm gutted for our fans and apologising to the fans. We just didn't show enough quality. And as I said, character's one thing, quality to stay on this level is another. And I'm not foolish enough and inexperienced enough to see that if we carry on like that, as much as there will be some very good days like Staines, we will be in a lot of trouble this season. We've got to have more grit and more quality than that to get through this season.
We've seen it a couple of times here already this season. The best performances have come away from home. I think 10 out of 13 points have come away from home. Is there a sort of stigma with playing here with your players, or are you better set up away from home? Or?
No, not really. We just haven't played well at home. I will also say we've played some very good sides at home. You know, we've played Havant at home, Basingstoke who were top at home, and you know, Brackley. We've been competitive. You know, we've had Bromley at home, so we have played probably, you know, and we're about to play Ebbsfleet and Sutton at home. So we've got to play the very best sides early doors. You know, today, you know, we've lost to Weston-super-Mare by 1 goal, we've lost to St Albans by 1 goal, and we've lost to Brackley by 1 goal. You know, we're very competitive, but competitive doesn't keep you in the division. And so people will harp onto me and say, oh yeah, but the character's great and we've got a budget of 3 levels lower than us. I don't care. You know, we can do it, but our players, a number of them want to play when the going is only good and not where they've got to grit in. And you saw Brackley, who are also not talking out of place, you know, they've cut their cloth accordingly. But what you saw today was a team that was stronger than us and I think worked harder than us. And yes, they got their goal, and we're not happy from the defensive perspective. And they made sure they got through, and we don't have that strength to make sure we got through. You saw a centre half, you know, putting his head wherever he needed to do, smashing it long, and making sure they got in the next round. So good luck to them. You know, but it's bitterly disappointing. I'm absolutely gutted, to be honest. And you know, I've not spoken for long in the dressing room because I'll say something I might regret. But you know, the quality levels, we're so much better than that. But you've got to earn the right to play what we play, and you know, we didn't do that again tonight. We didn't do that in the first half at Brackley in the home game, in the away game either.
We've spoken about the the age and experience of your team. I think we've touched upon it before, that with young players you're going to get performances like this. Do you accept that this will happen every now and again in terms of?
Well, every now and again is fine. You know, we do accept that, and we've only lost 1-0, and we've thrown the absolute kitchen sink at them. I stand by. We haven't had the quality to get a result, but we've thrown the absolute kitchen sink at them. And if we'd lost 3-4-0 at home to Brackley, then there would be serious concerns. And we've been, as I said, very competitive. But it's happening too often, and the senior players, I think, at the moment are letting me down with their quality. And they're here, and they're the ones who get paid here. Most of the lads here are on expenses only. Some of the lads here are on absolutely zero that are starting in my first team. And we're very proud of what we're trying to achieve here. And you know what, I keep speaking to the owner and the key people at the club of what we're trying to achieve. But the reality to it is key people are letting me down. And if they can't do it, with the little bit of money that we've got, I'll go and find players that will.
Sure. You mentioned it doesn't get any easier for you, does it? Coming up Saturday,
we've got to play Epsom and Sutton next. You know, next 2 games we've got to now have a weekend off, and I hope the players are hurting as much as I am. I'm sorry for our fans. You know, they travelled superbly on Saturday, made a lot of noise, and I'm gutted for them. I'm gutted for us. You know, we've worked off the pitch here to do the very best to get our team out. We spent money we don't have having them watched in Bradford, and we've not stuck to the game plan in the first half at their place, and we've just not really performed here tonight. And as I said, we've lost 1-0. We've not been battered. It's the, you know, it said it was almost like the Alamo, wasn't it, for the whole of the second half? But that's not enough to get you through. When they were set up, we just thought we'd run straight through them, and they had 2 incredibly well drilled banks of 4, plus 2 lads up front that just worked and worked and worked. And to get results at this level, you've got to go and do that, and we just want to do the pretty stuff. And you know, too many players didn't perform today, and I said it's more the lads that, to be honest, that should be better than they are, that today, I'm afraid, have let me down again. And it's really disappointing that we're doing it in front of our home fans. You know, as much as we're incredibly grateful for the fantastic away support, with the exception of Basingstoke, you know, we want to put on a performance in front of our home fans. I think some of our home fans who aren't able to travel away, they're hearing about these wonderful performances away from home, but they haven't seen any of it. And you know, yeah, as you say, Epsom next. Where do you start with them? And the quality they've got left, right and centre, followed by Sutton. So I'll have to look at the situation. I'm looking at it. Obviously I needed to see what the result was today as financially. Well, that's killed that stone dead. So it'll be the case of I've got to get players out to get players in, and that's what I'll have to do. And I will do, because I've had enough, to be fair, of a couple that just think they're better than they are. And it's consistent, and quite simply we won't break the structure we've got here financially, and we'll take the Rodgers situation as a massive positive, and get in players that we think can do that, because you can't play pretty football all the time and blow teams off the pitch.
Does it make it harder for you to bear, knowing that that quality is there in patches? You know, you showed it away on Saturday that Brackley are not a better team than you. You expected to go on and win the tie. The quality is there. Bennett's goal on Saturday, you know, the quality there was full to see.
Well, yeah, I mean, this was a classic away performance from a side who's stuck to their guns, done very well, and smashed and grabbed. They've had one great moment, and they've had one chance in the first half as well in the first minute, but we've had more than enough chances. But more importantly, we've had just a huge amount of possession that we've not turned into enough chances, and too many people not performing. So yeah, it's those small margins, isn't it? So we've not lost 3, 4, 5-0. We've been competitive in every game this season bar one, and even that game was closer than the scoreline suggested, even though, you know, we thoroughly did deserve to lose. So ultimately, it's all well and good. I hate this phrase, on his day. It's one of these phrases you get talked to by agents a lot. They tell me, oh, on his day is amazing. I could go out and you give me 40 games at my age, I'll be great on one of them. You know, on his day is not good enough. You know, even at this level, we're expecting performances 7 out of 10. If they were great 10 out of 10, they wouldn't be playing at this level. They would be playing at a higher level and almost ultimately in the Premiership. But on his day is a phrase I hate. You know, what I need is, you know, if someone's not having a good day, they're giving you a 6, 7 out of 10 performance. You know, to be consistent. And we accept everyone has bad days. But I said, if you look at this patch of the season, I don't know what we've played now, maybe that's 12 games in total. there's too many where you actually analyse it, that too many where saying, hang on a minute, if we're giving you one of our more senior players good money for us, we expect a lot more, and I expect a lot more, and I want to show our home fans who have been so supportive more. You know, we show it away from home. You know, the pitch isn't helping us. We need to get that sorted. That's sort of out of our control. But you know, I keep making formal demands on trying to get this pitch sorted. That's not our responsibility, but we want more from it. Even the Brackley manager said he was very surprised at the length of the grass today. It doesn't help the passing game we want to play, but you've got to earn the right to do that. And you know, you've got youngsters in here that are doing very well. You know, I thought CJ Foe came back and did very well. I only took him off as a tactical because we were going absolutely gung-ho. So, you know, we've got youngsters that are doing well. And I said it's very, very hard to take. I'm very disappointed. That's almost a massive understatement. And you know, we've got to move on. We've got to refocus. They'll be in Wednesday night, and it'll be interesting to see how a few of them react. To be honest.
Just a quick. What was your thought earlier on when the draw came out St Albans away? It was probably not the one you the one you wanted.
That's what you expect.
Yeah.
Why, as a Farnborough manager, would you expect any different? You know, and you know, I wish Brackley were the very best there. But it's no surprise at all. You know, it's almost laughable. It's irrelevant. I said to everyone today, it's totally irrelevant that St Albans in the next round. We've got to get past Brackley, and this club hasn't won a FA Cup tie in God knows how many years. And we're almost as bad. You know, we get through one round in the trophy. You know, we haven't gone out with a whimper because we've battered them really in the second half, but keep coming back. Character great, you know, quality not enough. Right,